Hey guys, it's Jeremy here on Metal Music Meltdown, back with another video. What I have today, guys, is the next episode of my top 10 albums of each year. Haven't done one of these in a while. I've been focusing on doing the other series I started. But I wanted to revisit this and kind of work my way through. If you are new to the channel, what I did is I started back in 1970 where metal all began. And I've been working through the years chronologically, picking my top albums. And this might actually be the last one I need to do. We're doing 2019 today. Because technically I believe the very first video I posted on this channel was my top albums of 2020. So this will kind of actually technically have me caught up. And I'll just kind of put the other, 2020, 21, 22, and 23 in a playlist for the 2020s. And then technically I'll have the whole series done. But I might redo 2020 again because if I remember correctly on that year, I did my top 25. So I'll either redo a video just reconfirming the top 10 from that list, or if I had a change of heart or something might change around or maybe bump up in the list, I'll redo a video just with the top 10. And then I'll be fully caught up for sure if I decide to do that, because I just want it to be unified where the video's like the top 10. So I'll probably redo that one next, and then I'll be completely done the series. But anyway, guys, enough of my rambling. Let's jump into 2019. Pretty solid year, some really good releases. The top 3, 4, 5 albums are really killer. Just some really solid stuff on this year to put in the list. Number 10, I went with the final studio album from Children of Bodom called Hexed. Really cool artwork on this one. Love the colors, love the imagery. Rest in peace, Alexi. He went on a high note, and really, really cool album. Some really good tunes, This Road, Under Grass and Clover, Glass Houses, just some really good stuff on this one. And yeah, had to make my list. Next on number 9, I went with Golden Grey by Baroness. Really good progressive, post-rock, psychedelics, kind of spacey rock band. I think all their albums made my year-end list for each year. They had an album, to be honest. Really dig this band, listen to them all the time. The lead singer does all their artwork. They have a very unique looking artwork style. Really cool looking artwork, and all their albums are color themed. Really cool stuff. If you're not familiar with this band, definitely check them out. The whole discography is killer. Number 8, I went with the New Jersey Thrashers Overkill with The Wings of War. These guys never put out a bad album, just really killer stuff again, with songs like The Last Man Standing, Believe in the Fight, Head of a Pin, Batshit Crazy, just some really good songs on this one, and really solid album. Their last album, Scorched, was really killer as well. I'm looking forward to another material from them again, and they always kill it. At number 7, I went with the latest release from Death Angel, Humanicide. Another really super underrated thrash band from the Bay Area. I wish these guys would put out more material more frequently. Like I said, this is 2019. They're definitely due for an album. It's been 5 years now. I haven't heard anything in the pipeline of them coming out with an album yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to a new Death Angel album, hopefully next year. And one of my favorite thrash bands to see live of all time. They kill it. They're right up there as good as Slayer, Exodus, all those guys. They put on an amazing live show, always so tight and sound really good live. Killer band. At number 6, I went with Evergrey and The Atlantic. Love the cover art on this one as well, the yellow and the colors and the imagery. I think this was my introduction to the band. I got into this band. No, it wasn't my introduction. It was before that. Sorry. I think it was with The Storm Within was my introduction. And then I kind of followed the band going forward and went back and saw their other material as well. But I love this album. It's always been one of my favorites from the band. Had to make my list. With The Silent Arc. Weightless is a really good song as well. The Secret Atlantis is really good. Just some really good tunes. Really good crunchy riffs with like a really beautiful anthemic soaring vocals over the top. Love this band. I love all their stuff. They have a really cool sound. At number 5, I have Angel Witch with their 5th album entitled Angel of Light. Look at that artwork, man. That artwork is fucking killer. Just looks so dark and menacing, but super heavy metal at the same time. Love this album. Just straight up heavy metal, really good memorable songs, great riffage, and I've always loved Angel Witch. Love their debut, is my favorite, but after they finally came back from after a long hiatus, They put out some really solid albums and records. I still need to pick up a lot of them on physical copy, but they're always so expensive and hard to find for a good price. So, but I definitely need to pick them up. Number 4, I went with my favorite band, Opeth, with their In Clauda Venenum. This is their last album before announcing their new album coming out later this year, which I'm super pumped for. This album in 2019 was one of their more straight up prog rock albums. Really like it though. Dignity is a really killer song. Love that song. Still has a lot of heaviness and great guitar riffs and sound. But I still dig these prog rock albums from these guys. I think they're really, really good still. A lot of people shit on the new era of Opeth without the growls, but I think it's really good music still. It just takes you on a different journey in a different way. It's just not as aggressive, but it still has that really, really awesome Opeth feel to it and journey. Number 3, I went with More in the Southern Skies by Exhorder. First album they released after like 27 years. All these old school bands that went away for like decades and then released albums in like the late 2000s or almost 2020s. And this album rips. It's a fucking killer, just like thrash, a lot of groove metal in there as well. It was a monster album for 2019. Had to make the top part of my list. I've go back to it all the time, and it's a banger. You have to listen to this album, guys. It rips. And number 2, I went with a little bit more of an underground band, Wilderun, with Veil of Imagination. Really cool artwork on this one as well. These guys are on my top 20 prog albums, and I fucking love this album. They did Opeth, like they're like an Opeth worship band in my opinion. Like they have that very Opeth feel to them, and this album kicks ass. Like if you like Opeth, you'll love this album. Has a similar sound, beautiful passages mixed with heavy guttural vocals and heavy guitar riffs. Great album. Like I said, if you enjoy Opeth like I do as much as I do, you'll love this band. They have a very similar sound, and this one, like I said, is even better than the Opeth album that came out in the same year because I do have it ranked higher. I just love this album. It's really, really good album. And number 1, I decided to go with Crypt Sermon, and the album is, The Ruins of Fading Light. Really cool artwork on this one as well. This was my introduction to the band, and fucking kicked my ass. Like they're just a really killer, epic doom metal band, and they're one of the best of the new generation of doom metal bands. These guys and Chemist are my 2 favorite doom metal bands of the new era, hands down. Killer album. Their new album, Stygian Roads from this year as well, is a top 5 album for me right now. It's definitely going to be my year-end list, guaranteed. It was a beast of an album as well, but this one from 2019 was the one that really put them on the map, and it's a fucking beast of a record. If you like epic doom metal, kind of Candlemass worship, definitely check this album out. It rips. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me know down below where your albums would be for 2019, and until next time, keep it metal.